In this video, we are going to write equations of lines using point-slope form. Now, if you look at the formula box, this will look familiar. It is similar to slope-intercept form, but there are some slight changes. Now, one of the familiar pieces, notice you have a slope represented by m. Now, the new piece I'll highlight here is that you have an x and a y point. So different than slope-intercept where we were using a y-intercept, instead with point-slope form, we are going to be using an x-y coordinate that's on our line. So let's take a look at a couple examples of how we could use our slope and an xy coordinate to write an equation of a line. So in example 1, they're going to tell me that the slope of my line is negative 2/3. So I'm going to write that as an m, just to remind myself that's our slope, and we'll plug it in for m in the formula. Now the line also passes through the point -9, 14, and that is going to be our x1 and y1 in the formula. So let's go ahead and start writing our point slope form. So we're going to start off with this y minus, and then notice in the formula it's asking me to plug in that first y. Highlight that here. So that's that y sub 1. And in the first example, that's 14. So my equation starts off with y minus 14. And then we're going to set that equal to, notice in the formula, we're going to use our slope, that m value. And this example, my slope is negative 2/3. Okay, the formula says to start a parentheses, and then we're going to use x minus, and then we want that x coordinate. And in this example, that's a -9. So in our point slope form, we've plugged in the slope, negative 2/3. We've also plugged in the x value and the y value. Now in the directions, not only does it want us to practice working with the new point slope form, they want us to convert our equation to slope-intercept form. So I'm going to do a little bit of simplifying here. Let's go ahead and slide that up a bit. Okay, so the first thing I'm noticing is that I have a double negative inside the parentheses with the x and the minus -9. So what I'm going to do is rewrite this equation. The y minus 14 equals negative 2/3. And then inside the parentheses, I'm going to clean that up into an x plus 9. Now my next step, since we're looking at the parentheses, I want to distribute that negative 2/3 into both the x quantity and the 9. So we're going to keep the y minus 14 on the left, and I'm going to get negative 2/3 x. And when I distribute negative 2/3 to 9, I'm going to get negative 6. Okay, one more step to get our slope-intercept form. Remember, for slope-intercept, we want to get y by itself. So I am going to go ahead and add 14 onto both sides here. So my final equation in slope-intercept form is going to be y equals negative 2/3 x plus 8. Now we do have another example here that we're going to start off with point slope form. So notice they have a slope of -1 that they're giving to me. So that's our m. And then they are telling us that our line is passing through the point 0, -2. So that is going to be our x1 and y1 coordinates. So let's go ahead and start with that point slope form. We're going to start with y minus, and we're going to get that y value of -2 equals, now we're going to need the slope number, so that's -1, and start your parentheses for x minus, and then we're going to pull in that x value of 0. Okay, in this scenario, I also have a double negative. So as I'm going through to convert to slope-intercept form, that's going to be my first step. So I'm going to take care of that y minus a -2, and I'm going to change that to y plus 2. And I'm going to keep the -1 times x minus 0. Now, just like last time, we are going to distribute that slope. So the -1, we're going to distribute to the x and to the 0. So we'll go ahead and keep this y plus 2. And when I distribute -1 to the x, I'm going to get -1x. And when I distribute -1 to the 0, I am going to get 0. Now we do have one more step to isolate the y and complete our conversion into slope-intercept form. We're going to need to subtract 2 on both sides. So this will leave me with a slope-intercept form of y equals -1x minus 2. So now that you're feeling pretty confident with point slope form, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and try one last example on your own. Okay, so this is our third and final example, but I want you to pause the video. I want you to give it a try on your own. See if you can, first of all, plug the slope and the point into our point slope form, and then go all the way to converting into slope intercept form. All right, check it out. How'd you do? Did you first of all get the right pieces plugged into the point slope form? And then did we remember to distribute the -4 into both the x and the -1? And did we remember to subtract 8 on both sides to isolate the y and come up with a final slope-intercept form of y equals -4x minus 4? If you did, nice job. Give yourself a pat on the back. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching.